Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and leadership, welcome to the Capitol Theater for the 14th Annual Commencement Ceremony of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences. The academic processional will begin soon. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the ceremonial mace carried by Dr. Jamie Flick, Chair of the Faculty Senate. The arrival of the mace marks the official opening of this commencement ceremony. We ask that you remain standing for the academic procession, including the faculty and members of the platform party.
Hello, everyone. Please be seated. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Robin Wacker, Interim President of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences. I have the privilege of honoring the land and its original stewards with the PNWU Land Acknowledgement for the Yakama Nation. PNWU recognizes that long before our founders had a vision for a health sciences university in Yakima, the land where the university is built has been cared for from time immemorial by the 14 confederated tribes and bands of the Yakama Nation. We stand unified in our reverence for the land and all of the elements of nature that make up our campus. It is my honor to introduce Davis Washeen's Yellowwash, who will provide our ceremonial blessing. Davis Washeen's Yellowwash is a member of the Yakama Nation and is on the Board of Trustees for PNWU. He also carries the Ogallala Lakota name of Yellowwashte, bestowed by a Lakota elder at a traditional gathering. Please help me welcome Elder Washeen's Yellowwash. So before we begin our commencement ceremony, if you're able, will you please rise for the national anthem?
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thanks very much, Joy, for the beautiful national anthem, and thank you, Yellow Wash, for the wonderful words that you bestowed on us today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Vornbreck. I have the privilege of being the current chair of the board of PNW, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, it's my honor and privilege to extend our heartfelt congratulations to each member of the College of Osteopathic Medicine's graduating class. Today we celebrate your hard work, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to serving others. As future healthcare leaders, clinicians, and innovators, you're stepping into a world that needs your compassion, your expertise, and vision more than ever. As you leave here to begin residency training, you carry forward the values we hold dear: a commitment to excelling, to excellence, a spirit of collaboration, and a dedication to making a difference in the lives of those you serve. The Board of Trustees is very proud of what you have achieved and even more excited about all that lies ahead for you. We believe in your ability to transform challenges into opportunities and to lead with wisdom, empathy, and integrity. Congratulations, class of 2025. As we celebrate you today and look forward to your impact on the world, we also want to take a slight pause to remember a dear individual who PNW lost last August, and a true leader whose spirit is with us today in this room today. And we have some inscriptions to be read regarding Dr. Michael J. Lawler, who passed last August. And so I'd like to now call on Dr. Catherine Potts, former board chair, to join me at the podium. Dr. Potts?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we honor the memory and legacy of Michael J. Lawler, whose remarkable contributions have left an indelible mark on the university, its students, faculty, and staff, as well as the Board of Trustees. Though Dr. Lawler is no longer with us, his spirits and achievements continue to inspire us all. We know that he is beaming with pride at each student here today, knowing that you carry his heart of service forward to your future patients. With a mix of pride and sorrow, the Board of Trustees approved conferring posthumously the title of President Emeritus, recognizing the extraordinary impact Dr. Lawler had on our lives and the world around us. He exemplified the highest standards of excellence, dedication, and passion, and it is our privilege to celebrate his enduring legacy today. I would like to read this citation to you. Whereas Dr. Lawler has provided outstanding and distinguished service and leadership to Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences. Whereas Dr. Lawler served with distinction as the university's longest tenured president from 2018 to 2024. Whereas under Dr. Lawler's leadership, PNWU evolved from a single program into a thriving health sciences university, fulfilling the vision of its founders. Whereas Dr. Lawler's professional career spanned over 35 years dedicated to higher education and research into adverse childhood experiences, including the publication of a new handbook to guide future healers. Whereas Dr. Lawler exemplifies the mission and values of PNWU, forging collaborations and partnerships with entities such as the Yakama Nation and Multicare Health Systems. Whereas Dr. Lawler's leadership has created an enduring legacy of innovation, inclusivity, and excellence, profoundly shaping the culture, mission, and future of the university. Whereas Dr. Lawler's commitment to service and support inspired PNWU students, faculty, staff, and the broader communities of the Northwest. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees extends its utmost appreciation to Dr. Michael J. Lawler for his exemplary leadership, outstanding service, and cherished friendship to PNWU as it bestows the title of President Emeritus. Dr. Lawler's wife, Kim, and his son, Sebastian, were unable to join us today, but they will receive this award at a later date. Thank you all for supporting the board in granting this honor to the Lawler family. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Vornbrock and Trustee Potts. And thank you to all of our board members who are here today, and thank you so much for your service to PNWU. Would you please stand and let us recognize you today? Please stand. Thank you so much. Before I begin my brief remarks, it's my great honor to acknowledge the presence of our Honorary Brigadier General Eric Riley. His dedication to service and leadership is an inspiration, and we are grateful for his presence today as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates. Okay, graduates, I have some things to share with you today. 20 years ago, a few bold individuals had the courage to imagine something that didn't yet exist: a health sciences university in a place where many thought it couldn't be done. Now, this idea came to life as these folks were on an airplane and they were thinking about this. And when they were thinking about this, they scribbled the name. They had to come up with a name. They scribbled the name Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences on the only thing that was available, which was the back of an airplane bag. You know the one I'm talking about, right? Really. Now, what others called unrealistic and crazy, they called necessary. They had the unwavering resolve to believe that healthcare should not be dependent on your zip code, your background, or your resources. They acted on that belief, and that is why we are here today. Their vision, their courage, their persistence, that same spirit lives in you. Because like them, you had the courage to believe in something that others might have seen as crazy and unrealistic. Do you remember that moment when you decided, this is what I want to commit my life to, and then decided to apply? You chose to enter the world of healthcare knowing that the path would not be easy. You filled out applications, you packed up your lives, you moved away from family, and faced the unknown. You wrestled with doubt, especially during those 2:45 a.m. moments when you wondered, am I good enough? And still, you pressed forward. Each of you has a story of something you had to overcome. You are here today because you, too, imagined your future in spite of those challenges and made it happen. Be so very proud of what you've accomplished. I will ask you, however, to remember to be humble, and to be humble by doing two things. First, remember that people in your life made it possible for you to be here today. You all had people supporting you, a parent, a mentor, a sibling, a spouse or partner, a professor, a friend, people who encouraged you and believed in you when you needed it the most. Your success is yours, but it was never achieved alone. To the families, friends, mentors, and supporters here today, thank you. Your support, sacrifice, and belief have helped shape not only these graduates, but the future of community health. The second value of humility is knowing that your learning doesn't end after graduation. The best professionals know mastery isn't a destination. It's a lifelong process. They stay curious, they have the humility to admit what they don't know, and the courage to keep seeking answers. They keep growing. While your classroom days are thankfully over, embrace the joy of continuing to be a lifelong learner, because your greatest lessons are no doubt still ahead in the patients you meet, in the communities you serve. Today's ceremony also signals that you are entering a profession and you are answering a calling rooted in purpose and compassion and shaped by the very mission of this university. PNWU was founded not just to train excellent clinicians, but to address a critical need, the lack of access to quality health care in rural and underserved areas. In communities where hospitals have closed, where primary care is scarce, where families drive hours for routine appointments, if they can get them at all. These are often areas with high rates of chronic illness, low income, and deep-rooted health inequities. But this is the heart of our mission, and now it becomes yours. To bring not only care, but dignity, respect, and hope to those who need it most. To listen, to understand, and to serve with humility and skill. You are the legacy of our founders. And just as they had the courage to create something bold and necessary, now you carry that same spirit forward, bringing your knowledge, your compassion, and your commitment to the places and the people who need it most. As you step into your careers, let 4 things guide you. Be proud of what you've achieved, and be grateful to those who have and will continue to support you. Be humble in how you continue to grow, and be committed to serving those who need you the most. As PNWU celebrates its 20th anniversary, we know our university is just getting started on its next chapter, and so are you. The chapter ahead is ours to shape, the challenge before us are ours to meet, and the future we dream of is ours to build. So, congratulations, class of 2025. Well done.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are honored to welcome you to the special ceremony recognizing 11 of our graduates on the occasion of their military promotions and entry onto active duty. Today, we pause to acknowledge not only to recognize their academic achievements, but also their service, leadership, and commitment to our great nation.
Today, we are honored to recognize a group of students whose commitment extends beyond the classroom and the clinic. These individuals have chosen a path of service that reflects deep dedication, not only to medicine, but to our country. It is both a privilege and a point of pride for us to witness this moment as these students take the next step in their professional and military journeys. At this time, I invite the following students to join me on stage as we acknowledge their military promotions and welcome them into a long-standing tradition of service and leadership. Army Second Lieutenant Phil Iyer, being promoted to captain. Army Second Lieutenant Spencer Haney, being promoted to captain. Army Second Lieutenant Margaret Ho, being promoted to captain. Army Second Lieutenant Eric Jacobson, being promoted to captain. Army Second Lieutenant Samantha Jovanovich, being promoted to captain. Navy Ensign Wesley Lowe, being promoted to lieutenant. Air Force Second Lieutenant Preston Baker, being promoted to captain. Air Force Second Lieutenant Alexis Dietrich Felgentrager, being promoted to captain. Air Force Second Lieutenant Timothy Gardner, being promoted to captain. Air Force Second Lieutenant Evangelina Oliveira, being promoted to captain. Air Force Second Lieutenant Rachel Stout, being promoted to captain. Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you are 11 exceptional individuals who embody the highest ideals of service, dedication, and leadership. Their commitment and patriotism are unwavering. In choosing to serve during a time when global tensions remain high and wars are being fought, they demonstrate uncommon courage. Should they be called into combat zones, we take comfort in knowing that both soldiers and civilians on both sides will be in the care of some of the most skilled and compassionate hands. We are deeply proud of them, as are their families who beam with well-earned pride today. Please know that everyone at PNW holds you in the highest esteem. It is our great honor to welcome you into the profession, not only as doctors, but as officers and colleagues. At this time, I invite the pinners to join us on stage next to their graduate as their names are read. Captain Phil Iyer, being pinned by her brother, Rob Iyer. Captain Spencer Haney, being pinned by his wife, Francisca Haney, and father, Kenneth Haney. Captain Margaret Ho, being pinned by her mother, Thon Nguyen, and her father, Thao Ho, accompanied by her sister, Kathy Ho. Captain Eric Jacobson, being pinned by his father, Mark Jacobson, and his mother, Jennifer Jacobson. Captain Samantha Jovanovich, being pinned by her father, Michael Wolfestig, and her mother, Andrea Wolfestig. Lieutenant Wesley Lowe, being pinned by his father, Wesley C. Lowe. Captain Preston Baker, being pinned by his wife, Taylor Baker. Captain Alexis Dietrich Felgentrager, being pinned by her husband, Jesse Felgentrager, and her mother, Lori Riley. Captain Timothy Gardner, being pinned by his wife, Emily Gardner, and his daughter, June Gardner. Captain Evangelina Oliveira, being pinned by her mother, Karen Oliveira, and her father, Roman Oliveira. Captain Rachel Stout, being pinned by her sister, Monica Stout.
Before the military oath is taken, we recognize another important tradition, rank pinning. This ceremonial act marks the official transition of a graduate into commissioned service. Loved ones, often parents, mentors, or spouses, have the honor of pinning the rank insignia onto the uniform. It is a deeply symbolic gesture. Representing the student, the support the student has received the sacrifice and shared pride of those who helped shape these future officers into the leader that they've become. As they continue to pin their rank, we will prepare to read the orders of promotion. Audience, please remain seated for the orders. Officers, attention to orders. The President of the United States reposes special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and honor of these officers, and they are hereby promoted to captain or lieutenant in the medical corps of their respective services. Given under my hand in the city of Washington, this 70th day of May, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest members of the medical corps of their respective services. Officers and pinners, please pause for photos. Pinners, you may exit the stage. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our guest, Brigadier General Eric Riley, Deputy Director of Operations, Readiness, and Mobilization, United States Army. General Riley brings decades of military leadership and experience, and his presence here today is a powerful reminder of the responsibility and privilege of serving in uniform. We are grateful for his service and for his willingness to administer the oath of office to our newly commissioned officers. General Riley.
All right, good afternoon, and thank you to the faculty and the families for letting me be part of this here today. It's truly an honor to take part of this special milestone for our graduates and their families. Serving in the military is a commitment to something larger than yourself. It's a commitment to exemplify a set of values and moral imperatives that our nation expects of us. The profession of arms demands that its leaders protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. By joining this profession, these officers bound themselves to these enduring principles. To reaffirm their commitment, we will complete the formal portion of today's promotion ceremony by administering the oath of the commissioned officer. The military oath is more than a tradition, it's a solemn promise. The oath serves as the cornerstone of the military's professional responsibility, ensuring its officers are dedicated to upholding the principles of the nation we serve. In taking this oath, these young officers that stand before you solidify their commitment which is enduring, selfless, and deeply patriotic. With these words, they pledge not to an individual or to a position, but to serve the Constitution and the ideals that it represents. It is a vow to serve with honor, to lead with integrity, and to defend our nation, even at great sacrifice. Today, we not only recognize their advancement in military rank, but an amazing accomplishment in their field, in the medical field. And it's also an opportunity to acknowledge their extraordinary responsibility that they are willing to accept. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance. To the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully. Discharge the duties of the office. On which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Two time-honored military traditions are the salute and the silver dollar handshake. Each newly commissioned officer will receive a PNWU challenge coin. Originally used to identify members of military units, today this coin symbolizes your lifelong connection to PNWU and should be carried or displayed with pride. The second tradition is the silver dollar salute, a gesture honoring the transition to leadership. Each officer receives their first salute from an enlisted service member, represented for all of the services by our own Dr. Sean Hancock, who is a retired Chief Petty Officer. This presents a silver dollar in gratitude, a gesture honoring the transition to leadership. Thank you, General Riley, for your presence and for leading this meaningful transition of the oath. And to our new officers, congratulations, you embody the best of PNWU, and we are immensely proud of you. We wish you safety, strength, and honor in all that lies ahead. Carry out your orders.
one more time. Congratulations, officers. Well done. Well, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, a distinguished leader in science, education, and public service, Dr. Sunny Ramaswamy. Dr. Ramaswamy was most recently the president and CEO of the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities, one of the nation's premier regional accrediting agencies. His career spans academia, government, and policy, leaving a lasting impact on higher education in the scientific community. Previously, he directed the National Institute of Food and Agriculture at the U.S. Department of Agriculture, overseeing billions in research funding and promoting innovation in agriculture, sustainability, and food systems. He has also held leadership and faculty roles at Oregon State, Purdue, and Kansas State universities. A scientist by training, Dr. Ramaswamy holds a PhD in entomology and has published widely, mentoring tenured researchers and earned national recognition for his contributions to both science and policy. Throughout his career, he has championed access, equity, and excellence in education, the values we hold dear. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Sunny Ramaswamy.
Thank you very much for that kind and welcome, Dr. Wacker. Truly appreciate it. And I tell you, I'm so glad there are those unrealistic, crazy dudes that wanted to go ahead and create this institution 20 years ago. That's really awesome. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. And you can see the outcomes of that craziness is these folks sitting right here and all of the other graduates as well that have gone on to doing great things. So it's my honor and my pleasure to be here this afternoon. Forrest Warnbrock, President Wacker, distinguished guests, parents, alumni, faculty, staff, students, and last but not least, graduates. It is a distinct honor for me to be here to share in this moment with you, to congratulate you, the graduates of the College of Osteopathic Medicine and graduates being promoted and commissioned as medical officers in the United States Armed Forces. Congratulations. It's just awesome to see you folks receiving this recognition. Today is a celebration of your accomplishments. As I look at you, the graduates, I met some of you as we're all standing in line waiting to come here. I'm reminded of this great American philosopher, Dr. Seuss, and his book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. How many of you have read it? All right, there's a small percentage of you that read it. Please go to your library or online, download that book and read it. It's fantastic. One of the best books that I've read in my life. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh, the Places You Will Go. I'm going to read just a few lines from there. In part, Dr. Seuss writes, congratulations. Today's your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Your brain's in your head. Your feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy who will decide where to go. Then he ends it with this. Today's your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. That's what he says. Right? Today, May 17th, 2025 is your day, graduates. It's an honor for me again to join you in celebrating your accomplishments. As I prepared for this, the comments that I wanted to make here this afternoon, I spent some time on your website, on your university's website. And I'm truly inspired by that vision. I've read it so many times now I can recite it in my sleep. Revolutionizing community health by emphasizing service in rural and underserved communities. For me, the key parts of it are the service in rural and underserved communities. Graduates, how many of you have read that vision statement? Okay, just a handful. My gosh, man. The rest of you, please, if nothing else, go to your website and check it out. And it's probably in the booklet as well, right? The program booklet as well. Please read it. It's really an inspiring vision that needs to inspire us all to do great things. This idea of service in rural and underserved communities. That vision, I think, is relevant to the situation in America today. In America, we have significant inequities and disparities in healthcare. So you, the graduates, as osteopaths, osteopathic medical doctors, and as medical officers in the armed forces, you have a significant role to play in redressing these disparities that we've got. You have the opportunity to help address the uncertainties and the angst that we see today in America. I want to leave you with this reminder as you commence your journey, and so this is a commencement. You're starting on your journey as doctors and armed force medical officers. For the wealthiest country in the world, with the most advanced healthcare systems in the world, sadly we fall short. Particularly for marginalized communities. There are a number of people that are unable to access healthcare. In Seattle, Washington, I live in Redmond, Washington, we have these camps, in quotes, where people come in to get their basic healthcare needs and dental care needs and things like that. Shame on us as a nation, being the wealthiest nation. And really, you as doctors have an opportunity to address this issue as well. These racial and class disparities that we've got. And these issues related to hunger, poverty, environmental racism, redlining, heart disease, obesity, diabetes, metabolic disorders, negative health outcomes, shortened longevity. We saw this particularly during the pandemic here, just a few years ago, that people from underserved community, marginalized communities, were the ones that were getting most sick because they also had comorbidities and that were dying because of this disease or lack of access to healthcare itself. These are some of the issues that need our collective attention, us as society, and you particularly, your attention as doctors. You may know this already. We spend $15,000 per capita on healthcare in America, the highest. And yet, the significant proportion of the population that does not have access to healthcare. And the disparities continue to grow. As a matter of fact, if what is happening in Washington, D.C. comes to pass, i.e. in Congress, there's going to be anywhere from about 10 to 15 million more people that are going to lose access to healthcare. Again, shame on us collectively as a nation. This is unfair, unjust. We need to do something to address this issue. So your role in addressing the ugly impacts of social injustice, inequities on healthcare and health outcomes is a critical need. As you think about your role, step back and think about what is it that I can do as a medical doctor to make sure, again, going back to the vision statement of this institution, service in rural communities, service to the ones that are underserved. I'd like to digress a little bit and tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm passionate about these issues. And Dr. Wacker referred to it as well in her introduction that she made of me. I came to America in 1976, specifically on January 13, 1976. I went to Rutgers University in New Brunswick, New Jersey to get my PhD in entomology. By the way, I'm one of the world's experts on insect sex. Cockroach sex, to be exact. That was my PhD dissertation research. So during that time, in 1976, I'm a fresh off the boat, by the way, and very naive. And we talked about the Jersey Devil as well. And I went with my classmates and professors to Washington, D.C. And many of you have been to Washington, D.C. It's an amazing city. I had the privilege of living there as well for several years to work for President Obama and for President Trump. Washington, D.C., particularly the memorials. I recall getting goosebumps when I visited the Lincoln Memorial. Every time I go there, I get goosebumps. When I stand there and see in awe that statue that's there and read the Gettysburg Address. The one indelible line in the Gettysburg Address is the very first line. It starts, some of you may remember this, 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth a new nation, conceived in liberty, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. I repeat, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Another document that has left an indelible impression on me is the Declaration of Independence, which is at the National Archives, by the way. And if you have not read it, you can download it on the internet and read it too. It's an amazing document. It's an inspiring document. Again, crazy, unrealistic folks at that moment that came up with this idea of this nation. The preamble to the Declaration of Independence contains a single inspiring passage. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal with certain unalienable rights: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The key words, as a reminder, in the Declaration of Independence and the Gettysburg Address: all men are created equal. It doesn't say that some are going to be less than others. It says all men are created equal. America has always aspired to this idea of equality of everyone. Our approach to achieve the same, however, has been fraught throughout our nation's history. So here we are today in 2025. The situation is still fraught. As a matter of fact, it may even be getting worse. We continue to see contentious and sometimes violent interactions between those who want change and those who want to maintain the status quo. The question for each of you graduates is, what's your role specifically in addressing the disparities that we see, but particularly the health disparities that we see? Think about the social cost to America if we do not address those health disparities, and the opportunity cost for individuals and communities. What will each one of you do to promote justice and equality for all people, not just the chosen few? Remember that the Declaration of Independence talks about all men are created equal. That it's our responsibility as citizens of this great nation to make sure that everybody has access to this. And so that's something to incorporate into your thinking as well. And this is, by the way, this idea of equality and justice for all is enshrined in state and federal laws. If you look at the state of Washington and all the other states that we've got, in there you've got laws and regulations that enshrine the idea that all men are created equal. Oh, by the way, it's also the hallmark of humanity. You know, we talk about, I'm my brother's keeper. What does I'm my brother's keeper mean? It is that I'm going to work very hard to make sure that my brother who may be less able to, I want to make sure that I can support those individuals as well. So I want you to ask yourself why you should care about solving the problems of health disparities.
Maybe you should ask the insurance company.
As well. Yes, we should, indeed. So as your university's vision states, yes, revolutionizing community health by emphasizing service in rural and underserved communities is something really important to consider and to have you drive it. It should be part of your heart and your head as well, that's what's driving you. So this commencement is the start of your contributions, I hope, to revolutionize community health and well-being of every individual, not just the chosen few. Today, almost at the end of the ceremony, you're going to take the osteopathic physician's oath. It's in the back of the program booklet as well. There are two phrases that caught my eye that are part of that oath. It reads, "I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and as a friend. I will be ever vigilant in aiding the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions." These are not just phrases to be uttered and when you're taking an oath. They're really something to live by and act upon. Collectively, we can create an America we want, where every individual is able to exercise their, as the Declaration of Independence calls it, their right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You, the graduates, have a significant opportunity and role to play. I'm sure you'll make mistakes. There's no doubt about it. Right? As the jazz trumpeter Miles Davis would say, do not fear mistakes. There are none. Right? Make mistakes, but learn from it. Go on. And take risks. Take risks. You know, it's like those crazy dudes that started this institution. Be engaged. Question the status quo, those insurance companies. Help transform society. Help eliminate injustice and the systemic inequities that we see, particularly health inequities. In the area, in the location where we are, in this Yakima area, Native Americans, Hispanics, and others are hard-pressed to get health care. So what's your role in addressing these inequities that we've got? I think imagination and purposeful action are desperately needed. And you, starting out on your journey as doctors, you have an opportunity to help address these disparities and inequities. I'd encourage you to do it with kindness, fairness, and empathy. Again, it was the message that your president shared with you as well. As I wrap up, I celebrate your accomplishments and your future. And I celebrate your families who sacrificed much. Pope Francis, who passed away last month, stated, he's one of my heroes, by the way, an amazing guy, that inequalities in healthcare is a social virus, he wrote. Inequalities in healthcare is a social virus. He reminded us that the antidote to this social virus is the culture of fraternity, based on the awareness that we're all equal as humans. As you commence on the next phase of your lives as medical doctors, I want to remind you of what another of my heroes stated, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He said, "Do what's right." So I'll end now by re-invoking the last few lines of that great American philosopher, Dr. Seuss, to remind you, today is your day, your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations to graduates, 2025 graduates. Good luck and stay safe, okay? Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to class of 2025. As Provost of Pacific Northwest University, I have the incredible privilege of overseeing our 5 health sciences programs. That role gives me an intimate view into our classrooms, our labs, and our learning environments, and most importantly, into the remarkable people who bring those places to life. Today, we honor the first ever graduates of our Doctor of Physical Therapy and Master of Science in Occupational Therapy programs, as well as our newest DOs from the College of Osteopathic Medicine, and our Master of Arts in Medical Sciences graduates. This ceremony represents a bold step forward for each of you, as well as our university and the communities we serve. Today also serves to celebrate their tireless allies, the faculty and staff who stood beside them, guided them, and who challenged them. The faculty who came together at PNW do so from across the country and in some cases across the globe because they believe in our mission. They bring with them extraordinary experience, world-class experience, and an unwavering belief in the potential that exists here. Our programs are transformative because our faculty were invested in you. And because of that, you are prepared with the knowledge and ability to succeed as an outstanding healthcare professional, ready to transform the lives of your patients. But you just didn't complete a curriculum. You are a part of a cohort of PNWU students which has forever changed our university. As you move forward, remember, leadership in healthcare doesn't start with a title or a degree. It starts with compassion. The trust you earn from your patients, your colleagues, and your communities will be your greatest credential. And that trust, built day by day, person by person, will transform lives. Today, you carry PNW's mission forward into clinics, classrooms, hospitals, and homes across the Northwest and beyond. You've already proven that you can do hard things. Now go and do unforgettable things. This is just the beginning, and the world isn't waiting for someone else. It's waiting for you. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now I'd like to introduce student Dr. Maggie Gonawicha, class of 2027, who serves as the 2025 SGA Senate Chair of PNW's Student Government Association. Maggie.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome. At the conclusion of this session, the awake participant should be able to, just joking. To the class of 2025, congratulations. It's a true honor to stand before you today, not as a graduate, but as someone who looks up to each of you. My name is Maggie Gonawicha. I'm from Anchorage, Alaska. I've already been introduced. Your example, your commitment, and your courage inspires me, my classmates, and the next generation of PNWU students to believe in what is possible. The last time I was up on this stage, I was speaking at my MAM's graduation. Not sure why they keep asking me to come back. At that time, excited to be starting in the DO program. My path to medical school wasn't exactly linear. In undergrad, I didn't have it all figured out. I struggled and I doubted myself. But then I started scribing in the emergency department, and something clicked. I fell in love with clinical medicine. The organized chaos, the teamwork, the human connection. That's where the MAMS program came in. It gave me the opportunity to prove to the admissions committee, and more importantly, prove to myself, that I could become a doctor. It gave me the second chance I needed, and I know I'm not alone in that. Whether you came through MAMS, from a previous career, or straight into med school after undergrad, many of you arrived at this moment not through a straight line, but through hard work, detours, grit, and resilience. That's what makes this class so inspiring. You've all faced obstacles, and you've chose not to stop. You chose to rise. Whether you're writing your 35th soap note of the day, throwing suture after suture, or delivering babies in the middle of the night, the work ahead will be hard, but you're ready, because you've already proven that you can face uncertainty and come out stronger. To the graduating class, you've all chosen a profession built on compassion, science, and service. You may be heading into different specialties, but you all share an undeniable commitment to healing and advocacy. I couldn't ask for a more inspiring group of individuals to look up to at this moment. As a second year who just took level 1, about to take step 1, seeing you all sitting here today is like looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. To know that memorizing glycolysis for the 18th time is really going to be worth it. If anyone has any questions about a rare inborn error of metabolism, I'm your girl. Maybe. You've shown what's possible when you don't give up, and you've set that bar high for the rest of us coming up behind you. So today, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for paving the way. Know that your legacy is already growing. You've inspired us, and we're ready to follow your lead. to fight for a healthier tomorrow for our loved ones, our communities, and for ourselves. The field of medicine is better because of you. Quick shout out to the scholars in this class. You guys helped me parse through brachial plexus and HVLA when I didn't have a clue. Y'all are the goats. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. The world is ready for you, and more importantly, you're ready for it. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Thomas Scandalis, and I'm honored to serve as the Dean of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. And ma'am, I assure you I'm not employed by United Healthcare Insurance Company. I am so pleased to welcome all of you here today as we recognize and celebrate the class of 2025 with this hooding ceremony. Today is truly a sentinel occasion, and along with your family and loved ones, we recognize your accomplishment and celebrate your success. You stand out in our minds for your pride and professionalism, for your commitment to excellence, for your enthusiasm and determination, and most importantly, for your dedication to your patients. You also stand out to the communities from whom you've learned and served, and in particular, for your ability to see a challenge as an opportunity. During your orientation nearly 4 years ago, I told you that you were the right students at the right time, at the right place. And over the past 4 years, you have proved me right. Occasionally that does happen, unless you ask my wife. The qualities we saw in you during the admissions process, resilience, compassion, empathy, emotional intelligence, have carried you through unprecedented challenges in medical education and have allowed you to be successful through a challenging period of our history. These qualities in no small measure led you to this ceremony today, and these qualities will serve you well in the next phase of your training and beyond. You've already accomplished a goal that is very difficult to achieve, becoming a doctor of osteopathic medicine. And as you become an osteopathic physician, you'll come to know that it's not a job or even a career. It's a calling. You'll be charged with awesome and seemingly never-ending responsibilities and blessed with rewards that are greater than money and status. But you also come to understand that being a physician is not a role we play. It's not only what we are, it's who we are. It's an inseparable part of us that doesn't leave us when we take off the white coat at the end of a long day or night. No other profession is so revered. Today, I stand before the future of osteopathic medicine. Embrace it, enhance it, protect it. As osteopathic physicians, you'll bring an invaluable and distinctive perspective to medicine as it is practiced in the United States and increasingly as it is practiced around the globe. Healthcare is enhanced by osteopathic medicine, and we are so proud to have you represent our school and our profession.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, beloved family, dear friends, and honored mentors of the class of 2025. I'm Andy Shang, class president. It is my distinct privilege to stand before such an accomplished and impressive group for the last time. I'll admit it was hard to imagine this day during our socially distanced lectures, but over time, as the physical distance between us shrank, our emotional bonds grew. I never once felt alone facing the numerous challenges presented to us, even when trying to palpate the CRI. Together, we endured the nightmares of golden words on red ink and devised creative ways to tap our spacebars ever faster. Soon we settled into our favorite chairs in BHH and pre-exam rituals. P&W became our second home, figuratively, and some days, literally. But as the saying goes, the days are long, but the year is short. We soon donned our white coats, sang a shanty, and set off across the Pacific Northwest. Though we were once again physically separated, we shared similar firsts. The first time a patient thanked us, our first delivery, the first time our knot got cut, and the second, and the third, until I learned there's a thing called the stapler. Even during the long days of getting up and going home in the dark, these experiences kept us connected, till we were once again reunited in this hall. Soon, we'll sail off across to our new families, but this time, we'll be the ones highlighting words in purple and red, sharing clinical pearls, and cutting air knots. The ripples of these core memories will echo through the thousands of patients each of us will touch in our long careers. I'm so proud to be your colleague, friend, and confidant. Now, by popular request, somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships as they go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, that she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'll go sailing. It's far beyond the stars, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond the doubt, my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, just like before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again will I go sailing.
You know, Andy, you haven't graduated yet. I'm just. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, please stand. Chair Warnbrock, President Wacker, Provost Miller, honored guests, families, and friends, based on the recommendation of the esteemed faculty, it is my pleasure and privilege as the Dean and Chief Academic Officer of the College of Osteopathic Medicine to present these candidates for the conferral of their Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degrees.
All right, here we go. As president of the university and upon the recommendation of the faculty and Dean and Chief Academic Officer of the College of Osteopathic Medicine, I present these candidates for the degree of Osteopathic Medicine. And by the authority vested in me by the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences Board of Trustees and by the state of Washington, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine with all of the rights, privilege, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. Well done. Doctors, please proceed to the stage to receive your diplomas and to be hooded. Thank you.
Dr. Rachel Kelsall, OHSU Cascades East in Klamath Falls, Oregon.
Dr. Megan Nelson, Mobile Infirmary Medical Center, Mobile, Alabama.
Dr. Han Nguyen, Physical and Rehab Medicine at Thomas Jefferson University Hospital, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Dr. Sanam Saikia, Family Medicine, Southern Hills Hospital, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Paria Karbasi, Internal Medicine, Virginia Mason, St. Joseph's Hospital at Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Lillian Krami, Internal Medicine, Providence St. Mary, Apple Valley, California.
Dr. Zoe Waveren Olson, Pediatrics, OHSU, Portland, Oregon.
I'm Dr. Kirsten Toole, General Surgery at Oklahoma State University in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dr. Maggie Lai, Family Medicine, University of Washington, Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Pukan Kuch, March 2016.
Dr. Jamshed James Rishnay, UC Riverside, San Bernardino, California.
Dr. Rana Sharif, University of Texas Health Science Center, Neurology, San Antonio, Texas.
Dr. Fadila Nurullah, Family Medicine at Summit Pacific Medical Center at Elma, Washington.
Dr. Joshua Senave, Psychiatry, University of Nevada, Reno, Nevada.
Dr. Victoria Morgan, Obstetrics and Gynecology, UC Davis in Sacramento.
Dr. Morgan Matley, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Mountain View Hospital, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Dr. Christine Nguyen, Family Medicine, Swedish Medical Center, First Hill, Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Amelia T. Huynh, Emergency Medicine, Kauai Delta Medical Center in Visalia, California.
Dr. Jinjung Lee, Family Medicine at Multicare East Piers, Family Medicine in Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Esteban Yepes, Family Medicine, Pomona Valley Hospital, Pomona, California.
Dr. Pearl Dykstra, General Surgery, McLaren Greater Lansing in Lansing, Michigan.
Dr. Frances Sauter, Child Neurology in Cleveland Clinic in Cleveland, Ohio.
Dr. Angela Bash, Obstetrics and Gynecology at University of Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dr. Jemima Ganel, Austria, Family Medicine, Cahuilla Health, Visalia, California.
Dr. Andrew Sullivan, Family Medicine, ISU in Pocatello, Idaho.
Dr. Derek Fish, Emergency Medicine, Desert Regional Medical Center in the Palm Springs of California.
Dr. Chad Kane, Family Medicine, Rapid City Hospital, Rapid City, South Dakota.
Dr. Alexander Giacomo Van Moren, Pediatrics, University of Arizona, Tucson, Arizona.
Dr. Connor McEntee, Family Medicine, Rural and Global Surgical Health, Ventura County Medical Center, Ventura, California.
Dr. Jacob Darley, Pathology, Dartmouth, Lebanon, New Hampshire.
Dr. Michael Cusack, Family Med, Tacoma General in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Kelsey Johnston, Obstetrics and Gynecology at Altman Hospital in Canton, Ohio.
Dr. Shay Standley, Emergency Medicine, Baylor Scott and White in Temple, Texas.
Dr. Rebecca McWilliams, Pediatrics, University of Connecticut in Hartford, Connecticut.
Dr. Elise Byers, Family Medicine at OHSU in Portland.
Dr. Gavin Caruso, Internal Medicine at Legacy Health in Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Christina Ed, Family Medicine at Peace Health Southwest, Vancouver, Washington.
Dr. Sabrina Doe, Anesthesiology at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center in Lidditz, Pennsylvania.
Dr. Elise Anderson, Psychiatry, Medical College of Wisconsin in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Dr. Ben Ehrlich, Internal Medicine, Pediatrics, Medical College of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Dr. Brenda McLaughlin, Pediatrics at Montefiore Hospital in the Bronx, New York.
Dr. Joshua Christensen, Internal Medicine and Pediatrics at the University of Arizona in Phoenix, Arizona.
Dr. Sage Sorensen, Obstetrics and Gynecology, UCSF Fresno in Fresno, California.
Dr. Montana Hawksford, Internal Medicine, Virginia Mason, Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Daniel Lee, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at UC Davis in Sacramento, California.
Dr. Serena Tran, Family Medicine, Multicare East Pierce in Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Yenxing Wu Madrid, Family Medicine at Cook County Health in Chicago, Illinois.
Dr. Hana Shimizu, Pediatrics, Kaiser, Oakland.
Dr. Rafael Abramov, Internal Medicine at OHSU in Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Carlene Murphy, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Parkview Health, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Dr. Abby Fahey, Obstetrics and Gynecology at the University of Michigan Health West in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dr. Colin Beal, Emergency Medicine at Rush University Medical Center in Chicago, Illinois.
Dr. Andy Shang, General Surgery, University of Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Dr. Robert Batia, General Surgery, Nassau University Medical Center in Long Island, New York.
Dr. Ashton Gonzalez, Internal Medicine, Trios Health, Kennewick, Washington.
Dr. Matt Klatt, Internal Medicine, Trios Health, Kennewick, Washington.
Dr. Joshua Priest, Psychiatry at Gateway Behavioral Health in Savannah, Georgia. Dr. Armand Gill, Family Medicine, Multicare East Pierce Family Medicine in Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Priyanka Taneja, Internal Medicine, Portland, Providence, St. Vincent, Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Shreya Kumar, Pediatrics, OHSU, Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Avdeep Mongit, Family Medicine, Valley Medical Center, Renton, Washington.
Dr. Amanpreet Kaur, Family Medicine at Mission Community Hospital in Los Angeles, California.
Dr. Campbell Addington, Internal Medicine at Summa Health at Akron, Ohio.
Dr. Paul Fitzpatrick, Anesthesiology, University of Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dr. Michelle Bowers, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Ohio Health Doctors Hospital in Columbus, Ohio.
Dr. Alyssa Monahan, Internal Medicine, Corwell Health Lakeland in St. Joseph, Michigan.
Dr. Rebecca Hoshaw, Pediatrics, Advocate Children's Hospital in Park Ridge, Illinois.
Dr. Amanda Bronson, General Surgery, University of Michigan Health West in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dr. Shelby Hatton, Urology Research, Baylor College of Medicine, Houston, Texas.
Dr. Nicole Shaham, Family Medicine, Community Healthcare in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Eric Schnell, anesthesiology, University of New Mexico in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dr. Haley Dees, emergency medicine, University of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dr. Josh Boone, emergency medicine, University of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dr. Ethan Daffner, internal medicine, University of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dr. Rachel Stout, family medicine, Travis Air Force Base, California. David Grant, David Grant Medical Center.
Dr. Evangelina Oliveira, family medicine, Mike O'Callahan Military Medical Center, Nellis Air Force Base, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Dr. Tim Gardner, operational emergency medicine with the United States Air Force by way of Einstein Healthcare Network in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Dr. Dietrich Falgenträger, family medicine, match 2026.
Dr. Wesley Lowe, orthopedic surgery, UCSF Fresno, Fresno, California.
Dr. Eric Jacobson, anesthesiology, Brooke Army Medical Center, San Antonio, Texas.
Dr. Margaret Bao Ho, diagnostic radiology, Brooke Army Medical Center at San Antonio, Texas.
Dr. Spencer Haney, family medicine, Madigan Army Medical Center in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Samantha Jovanovich, pediatrics, Madigan Army Medical Center in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Phil Iyer, urology, Oregon Health Sciences University in Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Alexis Uribe, child neurology, University of Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Dr. Kristen Senior, pathology at University of Wisconsin in Madison, Wisconsin. Dr. Elena Lecomte, general surgery, Riverside University Health System, Moreno Valley, California.
All right, Dr. Michelle Williams, internal medicine, Virginia Mason, St. Joseph's, Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Eric Videda, family medicine at Peace Health in Vancouver, Washington.
Dr. Maurice Devers, physical medicine rehabilitation, Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane, Washington.
Thank you.
Dr. Jack McPherson, family medicine, Virginia Mason, Bremerton, Washington.
Dr. Olivia Romas, family medicine, Virginia Mason in Bremerton, Washington.
Dr. Spencer Sutton, Central Washington Family Medicine, Allensburg, Washington.
Dr. Spencer Gehring, Psychiatry, Unity Health, Searcy, Arkansas.
Dr. Andrew Warren, Diagnostic Radiology, Virginia Mason, in Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Sahej Wanju, General Surgery, Conferral Health, Dearborn, Michigan.
Dr. Miles Mickey, Internal Medicine, University of Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Dr. Devin Millette, Internal Medicine, Providence St. Vincent in Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Zachary Daniel Landers, Pediatrics, Full Circle Health, Boise, Idaho.
Dr. Tanner Henderson, Family Medicine, Skagit Regional Health, Mount Vernon, Washington.
Dr. Nolan Powell, Physical Medicine Rehabilitation at Providence Sacred Heart in Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Cecilia Gordner, Internal Medicine with Spokane Teaching Health Center, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Dahlia Stopka, Emergency Medicine, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Dr. Erica Van Hoy, Family Medicine, Cadillac Regional Hospital in Richland, Washington.
Dr. Alexander Chernega, Internal Medicine at Spokane Teaching Health in Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Gabrielle Bauska, Internal Medicine, Gunderson Lutheran Medical Foundation, La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Dr. Fatima Alabad Bettis, Family Medicine, Adventist Health, Glendale, California.
Dr. Caitlin Capetto, Pediatrics, Children's Hospital, Los Angeles, California.
Dr. Devin Solberg, Family Medicine, Cadillac Regional Medical Center, Richland, Washington.
Dr. Rustin Lim, Family Medicine, Utah Valley Family Medicine Residency in Provo, Utah.
Dr. Tyler Lulich, Internal Medicine, Oregon Health and Science University, Hillsboro, in Hillsboro, Oregon.
Dr. Daniel Armin Rose, Psychiatry, Texas Institute for Graduate Medical Education and Research, San Antonio, Texas.
Dr. Sabrina Turner, Anatomic and Clinical Pathology, University of Nebraska Medical Center in Omaha, Nebraska.
Dr. Jamie Steach, Family Medicine, Waco Family Medicine Institute in Waco, Texas.
Dr. Lindsay Petrell, Child Neurology, University of Tennessee in Memphis, Tennessee.
Dr. Taylor Kelly, Radiation Oncology, University of Washington, Seattle, Washington. I'm honored to be hooded by my wife, Dr. Padilla Kelly.
Dr. Garvey Dooley, Emergency Medicine at the University of Rochester in Rochester, New York, and I have the honor and privilege of being hooded by my dad, Dr. Kevin Dooley.
Dr. Michelle Fleming, Internal Medicine, University of Vermont in Burlington, Vermont, and I have the honor and privilege of being hooded by my husband, Dr. Drew Fleming, and my father-in-law, Dr. Stan Fleming.
Hello, Dr. Alexander Gonzaga, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane, Washington, and I have the honor and privilege to be hooded by my mom, Dr. Dorothy Gialgo Gonzaga.
Hello, everyone. Dr. David Dommermuth. I'm going into emergency medicine at Sutter Health in Roseville, California. I have the privilege to be hooded by my dear mentor, friend, and dad, Dr. Ron Dommermuth.
Dr. Gavin Elder, Anesthesiology, Kauai Health Medical Center in Visalia, California. I am privileged to be hooded by my father and role model, Dr. Stephen Elder.
Dr. Joshua Anderson, Family Medicine, Spokane, Washington. I have the honor and privilege of being hooded by my father, Dr. Jim Anderson, graduate of Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine.
Dr. Stephen Olmsted, Anesthesiology at Swedish Medical Center in Denver, Colorado, and I have the honor of being hooded by my mom, Dr. Drea Olmsted.
Dr. Lewis Kerner, General Surgery at Marshfield Clinic in Marshfield, Wisconsin. I have the privilege and honor to be hooded by my father, Dr. Stephen Kerner.
Dr. Verinda Boyle, Pediatrics, OHSU in Portland, Oregon, and I have the honor and privilege of being hooded by my big brother, Dr. Lee Boyle.
Dr. Cassandra Daniels, Pediatrics at Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio, and I have the honor and privilege of being hooded by both of my parents, Doctors Jasmine and Colin Daniels.
Dr. Roshni Malik, Emergency Medicine,
Sunrise Health in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have the privilege of being hooded by my big sister, Dr. Sanjoita Malik.
Dr. Sam Gao, Internal Medicine, Virginia Mason Franciscan Health in Seattle, Washington. I have the honor and privilege to be hooded by my father, Dr. Jeff Gao.
I'm Dr. William Hensler, Matched Internal Medicine at San Ysidro Health in San Ysidro, California, and I have the honor and privilege of being hooded by my father, the Alaska neurologist, Dr. David Hensler.
Hi, I'm Carol Gaffari. I'm matched into obstetrics and gynecology at Conferral Health Dearborn in Dearborn, Michigan, and I have the distinct pleasure and honor to be hooded by my fiance, Aiden Vasugi.
I'm Dr. Preston Baker. I'm doing family medicine at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, and I have the honor and privilege of being hooded by my father, Dr. Wallace Baker.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences and the College of Osteopathic Medicine, I present to you the graduating class of 2025. I present to you the graduating class of 2025. Doctors, I actually thought you'd be a little bit louder than that, but I was wrong, I guess. Doctors, please prepare to take the osteopathic physician's oath. The osteopathic oath is a contemporary version of the oath of Hippocrates. It affirms values central to all physicians and surgeons. Would the physicians in the platform party please stand? We invite all physicians in our audience to stand and honor our new graduates by reciting the oath with them. Now, doctors, please repeat after me. I state your name. Hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients.
I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and life of my patients.
To retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and a friend.
To retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and a friend.
Who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity. To perform faithfully my professional duties. To employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability. Keeping in mind nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community. Sustaining its laws and institutions. Not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation. And never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or on their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all of those who have taught me my art. To my college, I will be loyal. To my college, I will be loyal. And strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts. And to develop the principles of osteopathy, which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still. In the presence of this gathering, I bind myself to this oath. Congratulations, doctors.
We could just keep on, couldn't we? This is really great. Congratulations once again to the graduates. So while we have been in here celebrating, it seems that we have some thunder and lightning outside. So we're not going to be able to do the tunnel that we usually do and peel out and go out there to celebrate you and be able to do that because it's just not safe to do so. So here's how we're going to proceed. The platform party and the faculty can enter out it can exit through the back of the stage here and here. Students will exit from the risers, also in the back of the stage. And here's the thing, don't let the weather dampen this celebration. I think you get 3 more days, right, to celebrate. So thank you for understanding. Thank you for being with us today. And let's celebrate our graduates one more time. Okay, here we go. This commencement now stands adjourned. Thank you, everyone.